welcome to some StarCraft. Who am I kidding? I can't do that. My name's RavagedTail and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary. Today we're going to be looking at a 1 versus 1 played by the Red Terran player Sky, spawning in the southern position on Naga Caverns. His opponent today is going to be the blue Protoss player Lugnuts, spawning in the northern position on Naga Caverns. So it is a Protoss versus Terran. And yeah, I likes me some Protoss. And especially I likes me some Protoss versus Terran. So we'll see what comes out of this game. Got the first supply depot going down at the top of the ramp for the red player. No scouts as of yet, no early scouts. And both players just playing fairly standard right now. That is to say, fairly standard to build a pylon and to build a supply depot. Though here goes the first scouting worker for Sky. So he'll get an early scout off before about the 2-minute mark. It's usually good play. And some unrelated news. I'm excited for Day 9's Fun Day Monday tonight. Should be fairly entertaining. Point to note, free plug for Day 9. Watches daily. It kicks ass. Barracks now going down. Looks like that's gone down on 13 or so for for Sky. And we've got the gateway on the way as well. That one probably went down on 13 or 14. He's up to 16 supply now. Another pylon down. The gas is up as well. Gas finished as well for both players. So both players kind of staying on par with each other in terms of how a Protoss and a Terran can stay on par. Little harassment there from the first scouting worker from Lugnuts. Will get chased away straight away by that SCV, and the scouting SCV for Sky moving back and is going to hold the Naga tower for now. It's good play. Cyber core on the way. To be expected. No second gas yet for either player, it would seem. The orbital command is now just finishing as well. We've got a tech lab coming down on the barracks, so we might see some fast marauder play or some fast stim. Second barracks being built, third barracks being built, so 3 barracks right away. So we're probably going to see some 3 racks aggression here quickly for the Terran player. Second gateway on the way, as well as a pylon for Lugnuts. Still no second gas for either player. So both players working off the 1 gas. What do we have? Anything coming out of that tech lab yet? Not quite. No units being produced yet either from this barracks. Warp gate technology almost done. A stalker on the way. And as soon as I said that, there we go. There's some stim being researched. Stim very good. Probably one of the best upgrades that the Terrans have. If not the single best upgrade that the Terrans have. Always want to get stim. And here comes a robotics facility. So first little interesting deviation to come from our Protoss player, going 2 gateways and a robotics to open. So he might be thinking of maybe going for an expand. Whoa! Cancels the robotics. Throws down a Stargate. Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. A few Marines out on the field now. Tech lab down on the second barracks as well. It looks like that just researched... What did that research? He started to research combat shield, canceled it, and went for the concussive shell. Probably a misclick there. 5 Marines on the field. No real aggression as of yet for either player. Stargate and the 3rd gateway now on the way. Warp gates has just finished, it looks like. And there he goes, morphing that one into a warp gate. Forge now going down as well. He finally grabbed his second gas. Still no second gas for the Terran player just yet. And throwing a reactor down on that 3rd barracks. He's got a bunker up behind these 2 supply depots on the high ground, so very well fortified, and he looks like he's moving out with a small group of Marines and some Marauders. One Marauder in this little group, plus there's one there and one there to back this up as soon as they get up here. And the blue player doesn't really have much just yet. He's got to very quickly get something out. He's got a Void Ray coming out of that Stargate. Real big surprise there. Usually when you go for a fast Stargate, unless you're going for a fast Phoenix for scouting and harass, you're going for a fast Void Ray. And Void Rays can be pesky. This is a big force. Oh wow, a lot of SCVs come off the line as well to reinforce this. Very interesting, almost sort of all in play. The SCVs are going to be cannon fodder up front. And ooh, not the greatest force field there. And I'm wondering why he decided to back out just there. He could have engaged that head on. Now that the Void Ray is out on the field, I'm not sure how well this force is going to do, and more force is quickly warping in for the Protoss player. Here he goes again. He's moving up, trying to good force field, blocks almost all of the forces down, and picks off the ones that get trapped on the high ground. Very good force field. He's got 3 sentries. All three have more energy to force field. And using Chrono Boost on his warp gates so he can continue to warp in reinforcements to hold this off. But he is contained in his base right now, and like any good player, while you're attacking, you expand. Sky is doing the textbook, absolutely textbook play by expanding while attacking. One of the safest things you can do. And look at this. We've got a bunker contain coming up for Sky. And it looks like Lugnuts is in not a very good position. Not a good position at all. Another Void Ray coming out of that Stargate. He's got 2 on the field now. Researching +1 weapons for his ground units. Didn't do any air units yet. Nope. Still working off 1 base, obviously. He's going to try and poke around with that Zealot down there, see what's going on. What's he see? What does he see right now? He sees the bunkers, obviously. And now these bunkers are going to get loaded up with these Marauders and Marines. 1 Marine stims up just to scout, sacrifices himself, noble sacrifice to see that whole force. Factory now going down. We've got the NG Bay up as well for the Terran player. And here come the Void Rays to try and pick off that bunker, but they'll get watered away very quickly. Nothing doing there. 3 Void Rays against that many Marines is just asking for trouble. So instead he's going to move down here with his Void Rays. Very smart play. Use the air units to gain back some map control. Go for some sort of a harass. But the red player is well aware of this already. He knows that there's Void Rays out on the map because he spotted them. And he's going to throw up some missile turrets at his natural expansion. Does he have any missile turrets? Yes, he does. He's got a turret, 3 turrets in his main, still operating off 1 gas. Very interesting play. Still opting to just go off 1 gas. Hasn't built anything out of this factory yet. But here come the Void Rays. They pick off 1 turret. 3 Void Rays versus a single missile turret. The Void Rays will win, obviously. And this command center is just vulnerable as all hell. 2 Void Rays going back now because he knows that, ooh, look at all that force field blocking that army off completely. And now the forces of Sky are forced to retreat because he's got to deal with his Void Ray. This Void Ray fully charged is going to chase this command center back into the main base. He's pulled a lot of SCVs off to repair it just to save this. This Void Ray is still fully charged. It could pick off a lot of SCVs here. 1 SCV goes down, 2, 3. How many kills on this Void Ray now? 4. A couple of Marines stemming to try and pick off that Void Ray, but that Void Ray is fully charged. He needs to shoot those Marines. Shoot those Marines. Don't run into the missile turret. That's not what you want to do. The fully charged Void Ray goes down. That's not good at all. Stim Marines coming up to reinforce this now, and he's going to chase these Void Rays away, running straight into this missile turret, and all 3 Void Rays have fallen. Oh, that hurts. Those 3 Void Rays had potential to just do so much damage, and they really only picked off a few SCVs, which is always good, and they delayed the expansion, but they didn't prevent it completely, and they did not destroy this command center, so that's still in place there, and he can easily take his natural now. However, all the forces of Sky have retreated back to the natural expansion, and he has salvaged the bunkers, which will allow Lugnuts to move out and take his natural expansion, which he is doing straight away, grabbing 2 gases at the natural as well, throwing a pylon up there as well. What is this? We've got a fleet beacon now down, and oh ho ho, Mothership is on the way. Mothership, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we like to see. He's researching ground armor level 1 as well, so that will make these forces just that much tougher to kill. And the Mothership is on the way, so oh, it's always good. I've got a smile on my face right now that's a mile wide. I love seeing Mothership play. I love seeing Protoss just being Protoss and doing all that awesome Protoss stuff. Oh yeah, baby. Bring it. Bring it. What have we got going on for the Terran player? Still sticking with Mass Marine Marauder, getting a couple medevacs out, so largely going the MMM ball. Now grabbing 2 gases at his natural as well, and he finally grabbed the gas, the extra gas in his main, and has not mined from it. He built the the refinery, excuse me, and has not mined from it at all. Is that Mothership almost done? Here it comes. It's almost done. I'm rooting for the Mothership. 10 seconds to go. Oh boy. But screw that for now. We've got a drop incoming. 2 medevacs full of Marines. So 16 Marines now moving into the main base of Lugnuts. And a scan going down to see exactly what's going on. The Mothership has popped. Mothership is over there and it's lagging my computer. Here comes the Marine drop. Gonna try and do as much damage as he can. He picks off some probes. Stim. Gonna try and maybe pick off the Nexus. Not sure exactly what he's doing. He's shooting the cannons. Not really sure why he's doing that. This drop is not going to be very effective. He picked off a couple of probes. Didn't really do any good damage though. Few probes lost. Nothing really that is going to set Lugnuts back all that much. And hello, Carrier. Where have you been all my life, baby? Oh yeah. Carriers, Motherships, I love it. I absolutely love it. Go Lugnuts, baby. You've just earned a fan today for what you've done in this game. What's our Terran player doing? He's got a Ghost Academy up. Do we have a nuke on the way? No nuke is being built. And he's finally getting some infantry weapons upgrades. He's got the starport. Another barracks going up. Researching now, building some Vikings. He's got 2 Vikings out, 2 more on the way from the reactor starport. Nothing building from this barracks still. And still just mainly sticking to these ground infantry forces, plus the Vikings to deal with the air units of the Protoss player. And the Mothership is moving out to, looks like, if I were to guess, would be trying to do a mass recall into the base. She's moving along, lumbering along down here. She will have plenty of energy for mass recall. A lot of forces now out. Another carrier is almost done. The Graviton catapult is on the way as well. That makes the carriers launch the interceptors a lot faster. And people don't realize this. Carriers are so good. Carriers are good if you use them properly. Carriers can do so much damage. It's ridiculous. I think fully upgraded they do something like 128 damage per second. Absolutely ridiculous. Here comes the Mothership moving into the main base of the Terran player. Where's the recall? There's the recall. All the forces into the main base of the Terran player. Oh, so much damage is about to be had. The carrier is just wreaking havoc. The cloak units, all he sees is the Mothership. EMP goes down on the forces. It knocks them out of the cloak and reduces the shields, but the cloak will come back up. A lot of damage being done. A lot of forces. The Mothership does fall. Mothership falls. Scan goes down over the forces, and I think the Terran player will clean this up. But a lot of damage has been done. He's lost the majority of his units. And no, the Protoss player has actually come out slightly ahead. Slightly ahead is the Protoss player. 4 Stalkers left, plus the carrier. Will take out the Viking just fine. And he will continue to just go to town in the main base of Skynet. Do we have any reinforcing units coming across the map? Yes, we do. 5 Stalkers reinforcing now to move into the front side of the base of the Terran player. So it's almost a 2-pronged attack. Sky now forced to pull SCVs off the line to deal with this. And the carrier The carrier actually doesn't even have full interceptors right now. A lot of them were lost. One stalker still remains, and I don't know what the Terran player can do at this point. The mass recall, kind of almost all-in-ish type play, but it worked. And the Terran player is up against the ropes. That carrier, oh my god, I can't even see how many kills that carrier has right now. Another carrier has now come down to join the party. So 2 carriers out, more reinforcing units coming from the Protoss base, just to do so much damage to the Terran player. And really, what does the Terran player have? Nothing. He's got SCVs, and he's going to try and mass repair this command center. It's really just futile. It's delaying the inevitable at this point. What is that? Dropping mules? He's just desperate at this point. A few Marines coming down the hill. They're not going to do anything. Goodbye, Marines. This game is pretty much over. And, oh my god, I love the play of the Protoss player. Carriers, mothership, mass recall. Absolutely epic. Brilliant play. More Protoss players need to do this. And what's going on now? He's moving back to this proxy pylon. Just going to mass up and move in for pretty much the final nail in the coffin, the final neck snapping of Sky. He does lose a carrier, though. That weakened carrier got sniped by these Marines, but they paid the price as well. And Sky finally flies out of this game, so very, very, very nice Protoss play from Lugnuts. I would love to look for some more of his games if he plays like this a lot. Absolutely brilliant. I loved watching this game. It was a blast. Go Protoss. Any Protoss player, I love you. Kick ass. So, I hope you enjoyed that commentary, and I'll see you guys next time. Ravage Talon is signing out. Peace.